All right, everybody. Well, since it's free ride day at the Harley Davidson headquarters in Milwaukee, I'm now on the 2022 Heritage. Now, I have a 2018 Road King Classic. To me, this always felt like the small version of that. And I've never ridden one, actually. This will be my first time riding a Heritage. Now, they kind of call this a touring bike, but I wouldn't go long distances on this thing. But man, it feels good. I love it because it's so much lighter than my Road King. You know, I'd make the standard changes and lights and seat, exhaust and all that kind of stuff. But man, I love the lightweight feel of this bike. And I love the look. You know, I love this kind of clean look, just like my Road King. I mean, I'd still end up putting 15 grand into this thing. But I like this color too, the blue. So 2022, kind of think of it as a mini Road King. Very similar. Actually, very similar stance too, kind of how I'm sitting. Great bike. You know, I do all LEDs all around, and you know, heel toe shifter, doesn't have that. It says a 114, so very responsive, perfect for this bike. I don't know that you really need to get anything bigger or powerful, more powerful, but you know, I would if I bought this bike. I have no reason to buy this bike when I have the Road King. But if you're looking for a good, you know, short range, maybe even mid-range tourer, this is a great bike. You know, the Heritage, I think it was created to kind of fit that niche. Somebody who didn't want to spend, you know, in the high 20s for a Road King, special or classic, but wanted to have kind of that classic look, that big shield in front and no fairing. This is a great bike for that. It's comfortable. I like that it's lighter. That's cool. I don't know what the lean angle is on this thing. I'm afraid to hit that too tight. You know, I'd add a bigger windscreen, maybe a little bit better seat. Suspension, very mushy. Definitely upgrade the suspension. I love the LCD on this one. I'm pretty sure you can turn that into day and night mode. But nice, it has the gas meter here. And right now it's selected on the RPMs. Yeah, clean dash. I like it. It feels good. It feels very flickable for a quote-unquote touring type bike. It's not an ST. It's not a special. But it's lightweight, which is really nice. I mean, this curve right here feels really good on this bike. Easy control. Now I'm 6 foot, 250 pounds. I don't feel too big on it. I don't feel too big on this bike. I actually feel pretty good. I would probably tighten the preload a little bit. It sunk down pretty much when I got in there. Got on the bike. You know, shift indicator, which is good. Nowadays, I remember the old days of having to remember what the heck gear I'm in. But yeah, this is a very light bike, very maneuverable. Even getting on it felt good. Wasn't hard at all. Do this turnaround here. Get in the first gear. Actually, let's stay in second gear. Let's see how this does in second gear, low RPM. Yeah, that's good. Little hesitation, just gotta feather the clutch a little bit. All right, let's see what these trucks are doing. Getting in my way is what they're doing. Yeah, an exhaust would be nice. I think the first couple of things I would do on this is heel toe, seat, and exhaust. Then the next would be, you know, LED lighting. Definitely suspension would be in there. This is kind of mushy for me. I know you could probably tighten it up a little bit, but yeah, I could tell. Whereas the Road Glide ST actually felt pretty good, to be honest with you. And I know there are some adjustments you'd have to make for every rider, but this would be a great bike for going around town, heading to work, doing some light cruising. You know, you got 50 miles to go somewhere just to hang out for the day. This would be a good bike for that. Can you take this across the country? Oh, sure. I wouldn't. There are better bikes made for that from Harley or other brands. But yeah, man, this would be a great daily rider. If I lived in an area, tell you what, this is, honestly, if I lived, now I have a Suzuki C50T, which is kind of my cheapy bike that I use for friends to ride and stuff like that. And every once in a while I ride it around because it's kind of a no-nonsense easy bike. This would be a good replacement for the C50T. And, you know, if I lived in an area where there was riding all year round, I'm in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, I might actually get this as kind of my, you know, around the town bike. Just kind of a no-nonsense bike. It's got a couple of saddlebags, so I can throw some stuff in it. Okay. Easy peasy. Japanesey. Or lemon squeezy, whatever. I love Japanese people. Shifting is real easy on this thing. It feels like a Harley. You know, I don't like that it doesn't have LED lights. Come on, Harley. We'll spend a little bit money to have the LED lights instead of having to spend hundreds. You know, I know what they think. Well, people are going to upgrade them anyway. Well, maybe not. Not everybody has 10, 15, 20 grand to throw at a bike. You know, if this had LED lights all around, probably all I would do on this bike, really honestly, initially would be just the seat, heel, toe shifter, maybe a taller windscreen. And that would be it. Exhaust. Yeah, I'd get the exhaust. I want that sound. That would be it, like for the first year. I wouldn't throw a whole bunch of money into it right off the bat. You know, later maybe, of course. You know, you always got to customize it. I'd get better mirrors maybe, and, you know, a couple of other things. But honestly, if this had LED lights, I wouldn't even get the LED lights. I would just, like I said, seat, exhaust, heel toe shifter, windshield. I'm good to go. Boy, even just sitting here at the stoplight, this feels actually smoother than the bigger bikes. It's not shaking as much. It feels a little more refined, honestly. Interesting that I feel that way or sense that. All right, let's see what this has got. It's got the 114. Okay. Come on, 114. Yeah. All right, that's good. This is a light bike. Now, I didn't even really gun it because there's just people around, and I don't want to get in trouble. I didn't really push it too hard, but light bike with 114. I got the same engine on my Ultra Limited, which is, I wouldn't say twice as heavy, maybe. I mean, it's a lot heavier. This feels like a whole different engine on this bike. I definitely should, I'm really thinking about getting stage 3 on the Ultra Limited. It's just underpowered, I think, when I really want to push it, get on the highway or whatever. Wow, love this Heritage. Such a great bike. Great around town bike. If you're going to do long distance, get something a little bigger. But around town, like cruising, you could probably put a passenger on here, but if you're like me, 250 pounds, get a bigger bike if you're going to ride with a passenger all the time. Something that can handle the weight. Or you can upgrade the suspension maybe, and that'll be better. No, it's first. Sorry. Should I put it in neutral?
Yeah, if you would, please.
There you go. Great bike, great color.
Yep.
Looks good. Thank you.